The Department of Communications and Digital Technology says while it remains seized with the financial management of the SABC, there have been positive strides.
An entity who, in my view, has gone far better than what it used to be since the new board took over. They have actually stabilized SABC. Usually they say it's a decline, stability, and then up. I think they have stabilized. They are struggling to go up. And I'm very proud of that.
However, by law, the SABC has to operate within the PFMA. It finds itself restricted in terms of its competitiveness. This impacts on commercial growth, which affects revenue generation.
When the SABC is pushing, for example, for the resolution of the SABC bill, it's because the matter has become quite urgent. And I think it's critical for me to talk to that, because the current funding of the SABC is unsustainable. It would be remiss of me not to say that. We've spoken about the competitiveness in this industry, whereby there's new competitors that have entered our market, and we are genuinely unable to compete at the speed of change with our current funding. We genuinely are not in the market for a bailout. But what we are asking is that the SABC must be funded in order to deliver the public mandate.
The committee agrees.
We need to make a decision, and the decision from a policy perspective that needs to be made by both the government and by Parliament. Either the SABC gets the capital, access to the capital it needs, or we narrow its mandate. We cannot have things both ways. We cannot. That's the long and the short of it. Let's not beat around the bush. I think the number for the unfunded mandate is about 7.5 billion, and that is in the current year. And that 7.5 billion means there are things that you are either not doing or you're taking money from other critical areas of the institution. That is going to collapse in on itself. You cannot continue like that, I think, for another 24 months before it collapses anyway. So it is unsustainable. And one of the, and Deputy Minister, you're going to have to engage with both your minister as well as the finance minister, but it's also a question that Parliament has to grapple with as well.
The SABC has also raised concerns about the analog switch-off, saying it will have dire consequences for the broadcaster. Chabeli says they are in favour of digital migration, but it has to be done in a systematic manner so that the SABC doesn't lose its audience. On the issue of labour matters, the SABC board says it is aware of the psychological impact the lack of increases has on the staff. Over the past 5 years, SABC employees have only received a 6% increase. The board says they are currently reviewing the issue of increases for the year under review. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Parliament.